Good morning, girls. This is Stravani from Computer Science Department. Now I am dealing with the operating system subject. And first, we have to know about the first unit, operating system introduction. Here, the concepts involved in the unit 1 are operating system objectives and the functions, computer system architecture, operating system structure, and operating system operations. And next, last but not the least, evolution of the operating systems. That is nothing but simple, batch, multi-program, time share, parallel, distributed systems, real-time systems. These all topics comes under unit 1, that is the introduction to the operating system. Next, the main objectives for the operating system. Why we need to learn operating system is nothing but it provides a grand tour of the major components of the operating system. Here, the first unit objective is nothing but it deals with the components of the operating systems. It will discuss what are the components of the operating system. Next, it will tell about many types of the computing environment. And next, it will discuss about the open source operating system. What are the open source operating system? Next, first of all, we should learn about what is operating system. An operating system is nothing but it acts as an intermediary between a user of a computer and the computer hardware. It is nothing but it acts as a mediator between the user and a computer hardware. So it is nothing but a mediator. User doesn't know anything about the computer. So in order to provide the facilitation, in order to provide the facilities, in order to easy for the user, operating system will act as a mediator between the user and the hardware. Next, coming to operating system goals. First one is execute user programs and make solving user problems easier. It will execute the user programs and it will solve the user problems in an easier manner. Make the computer system convenient to use. It will operating system provides the users how a user can use the computer system in an convenient manner. Next one is use the computer hardware in an efficient manner. In what way we can use the computer in an efficient manner? These are comes under goals of operating systems. Next, coming to the structure of the computer system. What does the computer system structure defines? Here, majorly computer systems will be divided into 4 components. That is nothing but 4 parts. First one is hardware, second one is operating system, third one is application programs, fourth one is users. These 4 are the components of a computer system. Any computer can have these 4 components. First one is hardware. Hardware deals about the basic computing resources. Computing resources are nothing but these are the resources which are available to the users. These resources will be provided by the hardware system. What are those resources? CPU. CPU, the acronym for the CPU is Central Processor Unit. Central Processing Unit. Next, memory. Next, input output device. These are the hardware devices. So, memory is nothing but RAM and a ROM. Input output devices are nothing but keyboard, monitor, mouse, joystick, OCR, OMR. These all comes under the input output devices. So these are the touch and feel will be provided. Touch and feel is nothing but a hardware components. Okay na? Next, operating system. And the second component is the operating system. Operating system is nothing but controls and coordinates the use of hardware among various applications and users. It will controls the hardware usage among the various applications and the users. So how we can use the hardware, which will be dealt by the operating system. Next, application programs. Third component is the application programs. This application program defines the way in which the system resources are used to solve the computing problems of user. It will define the system resources. What are those system resources? It's, for example, word processor, compiler, web browser, database systems, video games. These are the system resources. These are nothing but application programs. By using these application programs, a user can solve his computing problems. Computing is nothing but calculating. Okay. Here we need to know about what is application program and what is system program. What is system program? Application programs will be dealt with here. The application programs will deals about any user for all the users needs, whereas system programs for a application programs is nothing but it deals about the user specific need, whereas coming to the system programs, it deals with the needs of each and every user. That is the major difference between the application programs and the system programs. Next, coming to the users. Users are nothing but the people. Whoever uses the computer hardware, those comes under the users. And also users comes under the machines also, and other computers also. Those comes under users. Here, all these basic components will be explained in a diagrammatic representation. Here, first we need to know about the computer hardware. Hardware is nothing but a resources. Resources are nothing but CPU, input output device. This is the basic. This is the lowest level of the computer system architecture structure. Next, and the operating system. So it acts as a mediator between operating system acts as a mediator between the computer hardware and the system and the application programs. As I earlier said, I have explained about the system and the application programs differences. So it acts as a mediator between the operating system and application programs and a computer hardware. Next, users. Topmost level is nothing but users. User 1, user 2, user 3. That is the major components of the computer system. Next, coming to the operating system goals. First of all, we learn about the goals of the operating system. As I said earlier, it will just explains what are the goals of the operating system. Here we need to learn elaborately. First of all, we need to learn about the resource allocator. First and next goals of an operating system is resource manager. Next goal is convenience to user. And next one is efficient operation of system. Resource allocator is nothing but operating system will provide all the resources. It will allocate all the resources to the users. Nothing but it will allocate the CPU, memory. If you want to save any file, then we need some amount of space from the system. That space will be allocated by the operating system. Memory is also one type of a resource. So is it correct? Memory is also one type of resource. So if I want to save anything or if I want to record anything, I need some space in my system. So it will allocate that amount of space by the operating system. Next, resource manager. Manager is nothing but it will monitors the resources. Which resource will be available free and which resource will be sitting idle. Those will be monitored by the operating system. Suppose 10 users comes into the picture. Suppose operating system will allocate some amount of input output device to user 1. Again, user 2 comes and ask for the resources. So it will monitor if the user one completes its resource usage, then it will automatically allocate the resources of user one will be transferred to the user. That is the resource manager. Manager is nothing but a monitor. Monitors. It will monitors each and every resources. Next, third one is convenience to user. It will provide convenience to the user. Next goal is efficient operation of the system. It will operating system will provide efficient operations. Next, coming to two views of an operating system. Here basically two views. What are those views? User view, system. User view is nothing but by the user's perspective, how a user can view as an operating system. At the point of the user, how an operating system will be used. Here, user view is nothing but how a user can use the system or a computer in an efficient manner. And the next, system point of view. System view is nothing but here the system point of view, it will allocate each and every resource and it will monitor all the resources in an efficient manner. That is the two views of an operating system. User point of view, a user may think that he needs some